Alrighty, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I'm back with another Starcraft 2 1 versus 1 AI replay cast. Now that we've got that mouthful out, we can introduce the two bots here. I have cast these two in the past. It's Tier T, a great bot known for its multi-race variations. And in the top left, it's EvilZoe. As it said itself, I'm Zoe's evil twin. GLHF, that's what we like to see. So we're on the map Golden Aura, the AI edition. And I have cast these bots a couple of times, and clearly they're good enough. Clearly they're more than good enough, as I want to see them play each other. And so, we have got Tier T going for an SCV scout across the map. Very safe opening. And then Zoe just going for a 3-hatch, it looks like. This is one of those things. Bots aren't as good at punishing greedy openers, so going for a 3-hatch is definitely doable, I think. Although still no 3rd hatchery yet. This drone is just scouting out. Maybe it'll be a pool. We'll see. 3rd hatch. Okay, good to see. And yeah, so normal opening for the Zerg. As far as AI goes, we've got Tier going for a bit of a unique opening. No wall off versus Zerg just yet. Double supply depot. So that is a bit of an odd opening. And then, oh, looks like there's actually a bit of a stuck SCV. Oh, I wonder how that happened. Okay, he fixes himself. That's good to see. Spawning pool on the way here for EvilZoe. And yeah, so EvilZoe definitely going for the more economic focused opening. Like the extra depot for Tier is interesting. And then just, yeah, a bit of the odd timed command center. But maybe it does need that extra depot, I wonder. I don't think it does though, so. Anyway, let's see. Bunker on the way. I love to see that. That's the sort of safety play I can get behind. A bunker at the natural. You should always go for static defense, sort of just a low investment that really can tag up enemy units. Really keep them busy, that sort of thing. Draw their attention, stop them from going to your natural and killing your SCVs. Something that would really, really tag the enemy. We see that bunker finish up. A bit unfortunate. The timing there is that Overlord survives when it would have been more than dead. The Monster Energy logo's still on this map. Some free advertising there, I suppose, for them. I mean, if Monster wants to send me a case of monsters, I'm totally okay with that. As I actually do drink a lot of those when I'm working a lot of overtime. Just you know, get the Costco case, keep it in the trunk of your car. That's some fuel that keeps you going. Ghost Academy on the way here for Tier. That's something I love to see. Ghost Rush, almost, as it is a bit early. It's not like the rushiest of the Ghost builds, but there is indeed some early Ghosts on the way. Usually you don't see Terran get these till well past the 10-minute mark for the most part. Multiple bases on the way, extra command centers for days. But Tier is one of the bots that's known to do this every now and then, and so I'm excited to see how this is going to work out. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, before we get too far into this game, hit that like button. Seeing as how we got a ghost on the way, let's go for 1 like for 1 ghost on this video. And then, of course, leave a comment down below. More bots. You guys are the best for doing that. Let's see. We have got Zerg missile attack on the way here for Zoe. Just creep starting to spread all over the place, which is good to see. Tumor in the right next to that base. That's interesting positioning there. I'm sure there's some reason for that, however. And then, yeah, just a starport on the way. A tank on the way. So going for those high-tech units is Tier, hence why it's mining so much gas. No gas in the main base just yet. We'll see if it's going to get that soon. I'm sure it will, as it'll eventually need all that. No mules being dropped either. Lots of energy saved for scans. That's a bit odd for the Terran AI. I know you want to save energy for at least 1 or 2 scans, but there's energy for 4 mules here for the Terran. Okay, Roach speed on the way for EvilZoe, so getting that up gonna allow the Roaches to be a key defensive unit. Now, unfortunately for Zoe, Ghosts are pretty darn good at sniping off Roaches, more so Ravagers, as Roaches are one of the few units in the game that can survive a snipe shot. Deals 170 damage. Roaches, oh no, they actually can be one-shot. It's Queens that survive. Pardon me. Yes, Roaches will get annihilated by snipe too. Queens will just barely survive. And oh, Zoe's actually moving across the map with the Queens, so going for a bit of a Roach flood. This is why I love bots that put out the chat tags. It's like, yes, let me know when something like this is happening. So, big attack moving across the map. The Queen's actually electing to turn around. I wonder if that's a permanent turnaround, or if they're just sort of repositioning. It looks like they are going all the way home. And yeah, we see what happens when Roach meets Tank and Ghost Snipe. It doesn't go too well for the Roach. They kind of get deleted. The Snipe's almost a little bit redundant there. One of the Ghosts actually goes down, another one not hiding in the bunker. Some of these Roaches making it towards the natural. Burrow is done, so those Roaches can burrow and keep themselves alive. So this attack is actually having some success as that Tank goes down. A Raven does pop out that will allow those burrowed Roaches to be detected and killed. Roaches at the natural still causing a lot of trouble. Some SCVs did die here for sure. 4 SCVs, but 20 Roaches being the price, that is not what we want to see. That Raven hanging out at the third, which is unfortunate. It means another scan's going to have to be burned to kill off this Roach in the natural. I suppose that's a good thing that Tier was saving up so many scans, however. So that makes a little bit of sense. But yes, the Raven could have potentially been used to clean up this Roach, so maybe that's something that Tier wants to be programmed to. There's a scan that goes down. The Raven did look like it moved for a second, but that Roach does get cleaned up. The bunker is still there, and I will say, that was actually very good for Zoe, the fact that the Roaches didn't get caught up on this bunker, and they just say, nope, going right by that thing, and they actually got into the natural, causing some damage. Now they're on the bunker a little bit. That's partially because there's Ghosts behind it. SCVs are repairing that. The Ghost could go in the bunker. We're not seeing that, and yeah, these Roaches do move towards the natural, so causing a bit more trouble than Tier wants to deal with. Losing some more SCVs, actually, quite a few of them going down here. Ghosts and Marauders trying to deal with these Roaches. The Roaches just running around looking for as many SCVs as they can get. Another Snipe goes down. Another one, a Ghost from the high ground, but there we go. There's that Burrow. Is there going to be a scan to clean these up? No. Overseer's being worked on. Looks like a Roach on Burrows turns into a Ravager, promptly dies, and refuses to elaborate. Those Roaches turn into Ravagers. That's a bit of bit unfortunate there for Zoe, but Zoe does have the far superior economy this game, and it seems these Zerg bots do pretty good for themselves, spamming out the drones, while the Terran bot is just trying to defend and hang on. So things looking pretty darn good here for EvilZoe. Tier gonna be on the defensive for quite a while longer, really behind on workers, and it makes you wonder, like, if Tier had dropped those mules, really gone gung-ho on the unit production, would it have survived here? Or had a better defense? The answer would probably be yes, but I don't know if it would have even been enough. There's still a big anchor point here. A planetary fortress with multiple tanks is not going to be easy for the Zerg bot to break. So this is where Tier is making it stand. More Ghosts coming forward, getting some snipes off on those Ravagers. The Ghosts are dying here, which is the unfortunate part. Medivac trying to keep that one alive. Will it survive? So far so good. Yes, the Ghost survives. Okay, Ghost survives. A lot of the Zerg units were eaten there. Resources lost. Definitely in favor for the Terran by a little bit, but the problem is, it's just by a little bit. And if we look at that Zerg income, it's over 5k with the optimal mining that Zoe has. Just eclipsing 5k for a second there, but then we see Lings getting into the natural base here. The bunker was good for Tier, but maybe it wants to assess that positioning, as it doesn't really help defend when units bypass into the mineral line. But yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate here. 30 SCVs are still on the map for Tier, but that's not a great number. The Planetary's under fire. If that Planetary goes down, I think we're going to be looking at a dead Terran. Looks like Tier is fighting, going to defend this position. Marauders, Ghosts coming forward here. Lings flooding on into this. Zergling Squad 1 starting to attack on naturals. Zergling Squad 2 starting attack on the natural. Doing a lot of work. The bunker is sort of pulling these links back and forth a little bit, but the problem really has been this game, 4 tier, that there's been no mining at the natural. SCVs have been getting picked off all the time. How many have died this game? 55. So while tier is a macro machine making a lot of these units, unfortunately, it hasn't been able to keep up replacing those SCVs. This planetary will survive longer. This planetary really is the thing keeping tier in this game. Gunning down a lot of units. How many kills does it have? 111! That is an insane amount of kills for a planetary fortress in this SCV. He's like, okay, I gotta keep this planetary alive right here. Otherwise I'm gonna be in some hot water. This planetary is the mother bear for these SCVs. So, tanks coming forward. Planetary still being repaired. Zoe just trickling in units. Those poor SCVs, they died down. They did not reposition to avoid that corrosive bile. Another SCV is coming forward. They're going to repair the medivac. The planetary is still being repaired. Unfortunately, there's only 15 SCVs left on the ticket there for tier. So the supply is not looking too good all of a sudden. It's actually all of a sudden down to 20. So the planetary will fall. How many kills did they have? Oh, I'm going to have to rewind a sec. Sorry. I needed to see how many kills I had before it died. That's my selfish privilege as the caster. Okay, let's see. Planetary, 138 under. Will it break 140? 145 as it's just racked up kills. 148 kills on the planetary fortress, but tier did get smoked here by Zoe, if we're being honest. I do love seeing tier T. A great bot. The fact that it makes ghosts is just great to see, but Zoe's attacks are just a little bit too lethal. Getting around the natural, I mean, who knows, on a different map, maybe the matchup would be different between these two just because of the sort of different natural base layout, that sort of thing. Yeah, a great game. I really did enjoy watching this. Hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen, and yeah, not all bot games are 20 minutes long, unfortunately, but it's one of those things, like, it's almost survivorship bias of the replays that make it 20 minutes long because I'm more likely to cast them, so it is good to check out a game that's a little bit shorter every now and then. Yes, tier with 6 supply, a Raven, and 2 medivacs. Apparently not enough for it to GG out. We'll see if there's going to be... Okay, there's some anti-air. Hydra's coming on in, going for the final kill. Chasing down this starport. The Raven will survive. The starport will be the thing that knocks tier out. GG. There's the GG. And that's all she wrote. Thanks for watching.